Joy, joy, joy FM. I love this station. Geek Squad.
Joy, joy, joy. 99.7 FM.
Geek Squad.
Joy 99.7 FM.
Geek Squad.
It's Tuesday and welcome back to Geek Squad. This is still the only show that breaks down technology and brings it closer to home. We're turning everybody at home into a geek so you can be part of the squad. And today we're having our Q&A session where you get to ask the geeks any problem you have with your tech, any tech-related problem, any tech-related question, legal, of course. And we don't want you asking questions like, how do I hack a bank? No, we won't answer you that. And trust me, we will report you to the authorities. I'm just kidding. But hey, the numbers to call is 0302-216-541. And if you want to send us a WhatsApp, is 0244340437. We're live on Facebook at Joy997FM. And on Twitter, you can find us at the handle at Joy997FM. You can also leave a comment under the Facebook stream. Wherever it is, hit us up and we will answer your question. So with me, after running away for some time, Kuku Anansi, and then Winston, and your last name is?
Watch it.
Watch it.
Yeah, have fun with it.
And then Pandora's Box. Yeah, so he's a member of the Geek Squad group on Telegram. Like I said, we'll be bringing in, a member of the Geek Squad group that we created on Telegram. So you come and get an experience of the Geek Squad. So Pandora's Box, welcome.
Thank you very
What's
much.
your actual real name?
My actual real name is Nick.
Nick
Osedanso.
Osedanso. So why'd you call yourself Pandora's Box?
I actually want to take the opposite side of Pandora's Box. That's the short version of the name.
Mm-hmm.
Full name is Positive Pandora's Box.
Oh, okay.
It goes by the mythology. You know, there's a Pandora's Box, which is a mythical box,
Mm-hmm.
which encompasses all evil. And when you open the box, all evil breaks loose. So I'm putting the other side, which makes it a
This is
positive,
a Pandora's box.
Exactly.
So you just basically want to say that you don't have evil in you,
Exactly.
but you took out the positive.
It's
so you're
all
still a
right.
Pandora's box, man. Quick one, Nancy. You've been away for a while. What do you have for us? What's new in the cybersecurity world?
Well, it's still going smooth. You know, since the education is going on very well, I think people are realizing what they should do and what they shouldn't do to their phones and computers. You know.
You heard about the scam that people were getting scammed with. They claim that you watch a porn. You watch porn on a porn site, and then they record you, and then they ask you to pay like $1,000 worth of Bitcoin. Wow. Winston, you know someone who was also affected, right?
Yeah, I do. It's happening. Yeah. You know, these things, people will say I'm a bad guy, but, I think maybe, it's an awareness.
Right.
You should know. Because when it starts happening that way and people are getting leaked videos and so on are coming out, I think people will start realizing their security is very, very important.
So basically, they should cover up their webcams. Yeah. So when they are watching something that, they don't want the whole world to know that they are watching, they don't get filmed. Winston, what's up?
I'm all right.
I'm sure the listeners are wondering, who is Winston Watcher?
Well, I'm just an average guy.
You can't be an average guy.
I
and be
mean,
on this
right
show.
now, with the two people flanking me right now, yeah, I'm a very average guy. Like, these guys are doing really, really intense stuff. But
you have a tech blog. Vlog. I mean, I've been seeing you vlogging, talking about Google's AI and all that.
oh yeah, I do. I do dabble in tech, and yeah, I do. I'm more of a photographer and a videographer, but I have a lot of interest in tech, so I do dabble
in tech.
Yeah.
Welcome to the world. I mean, who wouldn't want to be in the tech world? So, the latest news in tech, Pandora's box, the Note 9 has been released.
Interesting.
Are you an Android guy or an Apple iOS guy?
Well, I don't like proprietary stuff. I'm open source. I'm AOSP. So if you bring something that is proprietary, I shun away from it. So I'm more of an Android guy.
So you're more of a 1+6 guy.
You know the thing.
So there's the first question already. He's asking, how can I become a blogger? Nana Frimpong from Snit Flats. So I saw this question to you, Winston.
I mean, I feel like I should be asking, do you mean a vlogger or a blogger?
A blogger. Well, maybe he wants to become a blogger.
Blogger. Well, I think Google has a blog.
Blogspot.
Yeah, Blogspot. So you can just go. It's all about content. Do you have something that someone will be willing to read or something interesting you want to talk about? And you just go on Google and check out their Blogspots. It comes with your email address and everything. So it's very easy to sign into. And then you begin, but it has to be interesting. It's when it comes to blogging or vlogging, you have to pitch it across in such a way. It has a type of marketing involved. It needs to look really good. It needs to attract people. And after doing a lot of research about Facebook analytics and stuff like that, I realized that when you are giving content, the first 30 seconds is what matters. Yeah. So after that, most people are probably not going to continue, or they are going to. So that's what video.
It is with a new generation. They have the attention span of a fly. You know, like they're doing this a little and then they move to that and then.
True, very true.
I mean, I don't blame them. And also, you have to carve a niche for yourself. If you're going to start blogging and you're going to do everything everyone else is doing and you're looking to make money from it, trust me, you're going to drown in the sea of bloggers. You know, and there are sharks in that sea, man. Some of them are like, wow, like, when you take Linda Ikeja, like, she's been blogging forever.
Yes.
And she's like one of the biggest. So you just started blogging and you're doing what Linda Ikeja is doing. And someone goes to Google for, content that is also available on Linda Ikeja's blog. Who's going to come up first? I mean,
she's definitely going to come up.
But carve a niche for yourself. So let's say maybe you want to talk about cars and their relation to technology, like Winston was suggesting. Yeah, maybe that would be a small niche in a country like Ghana where nobody talks about car and tech. Trust me, you would survive there. My name is Maestro from Wager. The apps on my Infinix Hot S3 force close anytime I open them. Any help? Go on and say. Somebody's apps are force closing on his phone anytime. Infinix, he says.
Well, normally, this type of Infinix and so on already come with, little bits of malwares installed. The original apps on the phone, they are all not that good.
So
for instance,
with them down like that.
That's what it's the truth. Let's say,
let me ask you something.
All right.
You do realize that if Infinix comes to sponsor this show, we can't say that.
Well, maybe you will be forcing me to be biased.
That's not being biased. You just have to, put chocolate around it. You know how you put chocolate around a pill so that a kid can swallow it. That's what you have to do.
Sweeten it.
Sweeten it. Thank you. So can we try this again?
All right.
Good. So what should he do?
Like you were saying, people watching porn and downloading this kind of malwares onto their phones. This is actually a malware, and he can just remove it. You know. For instance, there are certain apps installed that he's not the one who did install it. So when he goes to what do you call it? The apps.
His application manager.
Yeah, application manager.
Go look for the apps that he didn't install.
It's going to be a little bit trickish.
Because it will constantly be force closing.
Yeah, force closing.
So you should just force factory reset it.
Maybe he needs his data or something.
Okay, so it appears that you may have malware on your phone. Advice, do a backup, factory reset your phone, right? But if he backs up, he's going to back up the malware too. Charlie, that's the problem with using an Android phone. If you're not sharp.
But I'm for Android.
Yeah, well, let me not say what I was going to say. But anyway, I was asking. So what's you guys? So Note 9.
Interesting.
I actually did a video on the Note 9.
You
when
did?
It came out, yeah. The day I watched the entire Unpacked, and I did a video about it. It's very impressive. It's impressive, but not impressive in the sense that you can tell that they are buffering. They are waiting
Yes,
because the 10th year is
exactly.
next year. They don't want to do any crazy stuff.
Obviously.
And you see, my producer has been himself, all because he's a Pixel fanboy. But I mean, talk about the Pixel. Look at that notch.
It's ugly. And to talk about the Pixel, now the Pixel 2 recently, I think it was Lewis Unboxed Therapy on YouTube. No, it was actually Marquez who did that, MKBHD. He did a video and it showed that the Pixel 2 has actually slowed down in over a year of existence. And that shouldn't be a case. That should not happen because it's from Google. So software, hardware optimization has to be top notch. If this is happening with the Samsung, that's cool because Samsung are like the last to get the Android updates.
Yeah.
So this shouldn't be happening. So with the Pixel, when it comes to phones, I mean, it's your preference. What you can live with.
Unfortunately, the mistake he did was that he was comparing a Pixel 2 to a OnePlus 6.
No, he didn't. He actually had.
He did that. That's what he did.
No, he actually
He had the two phones and he was comparing them clearly spiky.
No,
Very
that
truthful.
wasn't in that
If you
video.
want to compare a Pixel 2
I'm supposed to be the referee in this conversation, so I take no sides.
No, actually, in that video, he wasn't comparing anything. He was holding the phone and he talked about the fact that he said they had asked him what his daily driver was now, and he was like, he used to use the Pixel a lot, and now he's moved to the OnePlus 6. But because of the camera on the Pixel 2, he still has it.
That's the it's I have to give it to the camera on the Pixel 2. Like today, I've been having a banter with a friend of mine back and forth, using an iPhone and saying, Samsung's pictures are whack, and I'm like, but iPhones are not the best, So I'm sending reviews upon reviews, and nope. And none of these reviews did the iPhone camera come up on top. I mean, Pixel 2 XL has the best camera by far. And when it comes to low light, the Samsung Galaxy phones have
Glad
very
you
good.
mentioned that.
Yeah, I mean, I had to.
Obviously.
Okay, so we have another question. Hello, geeks. What is the best certification course for cybersecurity? That's from Dawood. Dawood, you can get a CEH, Certified Ethical Hacker. You can get a CISM, CISM. You can get CompTIA Security Plus. You can get CISSP. There's plenty. It's best when you have a cocktail of all these certifications and then you are equipped to rule the cybersecurity world. But, I mean, the best thing to do is to also know what you're doing. Because, I mean, you can have all the certifications, but if you're not really a practical person when it comes to hacking, I won't employ you.
Well,
No,
like,
ouch.
if I can add something.
Yeah, sure.
You see,
Oh, yes. What? I mean, how could I?
no, it's so good. They've been always talking about this ethical hacking, and ethical hacking. But I think, the ethical hackers, they don't really learn anything. You have to go the unethical way.
Well, that's what you see. So the whole idea of ethical hacking is to learn black hat hacking so you can prevent it.
Yeah. Without that, you are doing nothing.
So sending a thief to catch a thief.
Exactly.
It goes
I mean,
without saying that the best security person is the best thief.
Yes, because you have to know, you have to think like them to be able to catch them. So, I mean, I would employ. Never mind. With this same Infinix cell, let's back to Maestro. He says, I can send a file from the cell to my laptop. Can't do the reverse of it. I mean, I can send a file from my laptop via Bluetooth. Okay. So, if he can do this, then it means he can connect the phone to any, app backing up, like, what you call that one? Android PC backup, something. See, Dela, he's out there. Dela is the one who likes doing all those backup stuff.
He can send files from
to
the cell to the laptop.
To the laptop.
But he can't do a reversal.
He can send from the cell to the laptop. Okay.
Yes, but he can't do a reversal. So practically...
Okay, so he can't send a file from the laptop to the cell.
To the cell.
But he can send from the cell to the laptop. So then that means that he can do a backup then.
You see, it adds up. Let me add a little bit to it. It says the apps on my Infinix Hot 3 force closes. Now, it's like I call something half baked bread.
Yeah.
The Infinix phones have a habit of not finishing updates. I mean, I know it will go against that if they decide to sponsor us, but I mean, truth be told, what happens is this: a half baked bread, it gives you a running stomach. obviously. So
Charlie,
if your apps are not they are updated or halfway, and a reboot is supposed to occur and it doesn't, you keep using the phone for a long time. All your apps will force close.
Yeah.
It will start with the ones you installed on your own, and then it goes to the system once. Now, in this case, as you're saying, a backup will actually back up everything, and eventually he will lose everything.
Yeah.
But what he has to do is this: he just salvage as much as he can, do a factory reset, and I think
a lot of people have problems with their phones, because another problem, he's forgotten a password for his old Sony Z3 phone, which he hasn't used in a while. Is it an Xperia Z3? I'm hoping it is, because if it's the Z3 from old, I'm sure it's an Xperia Z3. Well, what's the name? Kwame from Kaswa. I know that some phones allow you to flash custom recovery. So when you do this, then you can go in to the recovery, access the file manager through recovery, which is obviously root enabled, and then delete the password file from there. And then when you're done, you can just boot straight into the phone. The thing is, what I said may sound like gibberish to you if you don't have this experience. But then again, Google is your friend. Once you Google how to bypass forgotten password on Sony Z3, have in mind what I just told you. You have to have a custom recovery, go into the back, it's like going to the back end of your phone, and then delete the password file. It's not very difficult to do once you get your way around it. So we've got another question coming in. Okay. Yeah, we see you. How do I project Samsung Galaxy Tab S3 on a projector screen? Does the Tab S3 still come with MHL connectivity? I know Samsungs were awesome when they started packing features in their phone, and then they started ripping features out. I mean, one feature I miss is the IR blaster on a Samsung. Why they took it? Samsung International, I know if you're listening, please bring back the IR blaster. It's really important for some of us who like to turn off things with our phones.
Without getting up.
So to project Samsung Galaxy Tab S3 on a projector screen, you can either use a micro USB to HDMI adapter connected to the HDMI, or you can use you don't have this Miracast adapters. They usually come with the Surface Book. When you buy the Surface Book or the Surface Pro, it comes with a Miracast adapter. You just plug it into any HDMI port, and it enables wireless display. So you can actually beam anything from any device to that is Miracast enabled. It was one of the best devices. Very small pen drivey thing. So you can look for it. It's a Miracast adapter. You can look for anything like that. It connects. It can turn any device into a Miracast enabled device for Wi-Fi display, wireless display. Okay, so good evening, guys. Please, I'm confused whether to buy a Technocam on X because I'm concerned with battery life and performance. Any suggestions? Jerry from Oyarifa. Please, we can't kill any brands on our show.
I'm not going to kill any brand.
Battery life.
He's more concerned with battery life.
In choosing a phone, okay, well, battery life, he has stated, is his concern. And definitely budget is also involved.
Yes.
So, I mean, there are ways to save battery. Use less apps and not doing a lot of crazy stuff like open apps and all that, and that would save. But, I mean, I guess if you want to get this phone, you might as well go and get it, because if this is what you want, because I've come to realize that if you convince someone to get a phone sometimes and there's a problem with the phone, they come like, you told me to get this phone now.
I know, right?
So, I don't know. What do you guys think?
Well, I would say he should go for it. With the Techno and Infinix and other ones, one thing they are very good at is their battery
life. Yeah,
it's very, very good, and performance is also good.
Well, it's good because the processor is just a MediaTek processor. It's not like a Snapdragon or anything. So MediaTek is not so.
The jest you just put there, that jest. Is it? What are you trying to insinuate?
Well, usually I mean, don't blame me, okay? I call Infinix phones standby power banks because their batteries are extremely good. But for one, I would prefer to hang around with a Samsung and have a spare battery than go for an Infinix. Because, I mean, he said that you can reduce your battery usage. You turn off your location when you're using it. You can limit the number of apps you open at a time. You can do a whole lot of stuff on it, but you should reduce it based on your battery. And you can get a spare battery as well. That is if your battery is removable. That's the reason why I'm so stuck with my Note 4 anyway.
Oh, so you're still using a Note 4?
Yes, and it has an IR blaster.
Charlie, this guy just took a shot at me. So, it's official. You can go for your Techno, come on. But the thing is, if you're going to get a phone because of battery life, you should actually check the battery capacity. It's measured in milliamps per hour. So you see that they usually write like a 3000 mAh, 3200 mAh, or 3300 mAh. Yeah. You know, the higher the number, the longer the battery life will be. Except obviously when it's a big, very powerful phone and the battery is big, it doesn't really help anyhow. Okay, so hi geeks, I'm highly interested in business intelligence. What's the best degree to boost me into this? Mike in the USA.
Business intelligence.
Well, I guess that's not the main purpose we are here, right? Is that we're not businessmen?
I mean, business intelligence, if what I think he is saying is, I would say data sciences is actually a good course to get into.
Big data.
Yeah, big data. Because right now, data is running the business world. If you have your data and you know how to work with your data, you can know how to project ads and do your marketing. And business is founded on marketing. So I feel like data sciences would be a good fit if what you mean by business intelligence is what I perceive it to be.
Well, I mean, I agree with you. I would say if you want to understand businesses, is understanding data. Because, I mean, data is the backbone of everything. That's what we convert into information. That's what people feed on. So if that's actually what you're thinking, that we're thinking, then go and study business. I mean, big data, sorry. So, okay. This man is on a roll. He wants to understand what VPNs are.
Oh, no. Simply put, virtual private networks. You know, it's a tunnel. VPN is a tunnel. A place, a safe tunnel you can, push all your data through without anybody, eavesdropping on you or anything of that sort.
Or even your ISPs.
They can't eavesdrop on you. It's safe. Yeah.
What happens is that the little I understand about VPN is it doesn't use one channel to sift information for you. It uses several channels. So if somebody is tracking the path you're using, before the person gets to your location, it switches to a different IP address and then you cannot be traced. Yes.
So basically, and also if you want to browse from a different country, say in Ghana you want to watch a video from the US and they tell you this content is not available in your country, you can use a VPN because then it masks your location, makes you appear to be coming from a different location. Okay, so the number to call is 0302-216-541, and if you want to send a WhatsApp is 0244340437. The WhatsApp, Facebook at Joy997, and on Twitter is the same thing at Joy997FM. How do you? No. I'm not asking. I mean, snooping. Come on. We're not snooping. Hi, Geek Squad. How can I unlock a dead relative's phone? It's an LG Android phone. Wanted to use her thumbprint at the morgue, but was prevented. Eric.
What? Wow.
Now, this is officially the greatest question ever asked on this show.
Hardcore, man.
That is absolutely hardcore. Eric, you are the real MVP right now. Like, you actually went to the morgue to try the fingerprint. Same advice as we gave to the previous person. If it's an LG, you'll have to break into the recovery mode and then try and delete the fingerprint database. It's in the back, in the recovery. It's in the file system. Okay, so we've got a caller on the line. Hello, Kweku.
Yeah, Psyche, good evening. How are you doing?
Good evening, I'm good. Welcome to the show.
Thank you. Tell you two things, One.
Sure.
I poured water on my laptop,
Yep.
And it's not responding. It's not on, so what do I do? That's number one. Number two, if I use my hotspot, like if I connect my phone, like if I use my phone as a hotspot, connecting to my laptop, the credit runs really pretty fast. But when I'm using my phone to browse, it's not really running that fast. What's the difference between the two? if any of your guys can explain that to me, I'll be mighty grateful. Thank you.
You're welcome. Thank you for calling. So he has two problems. He spilled water on his laptop, and the second one, when he hotspots. I mean, I guess we all know the answer to the second one. But the first one, what do you do when you spill water on your laptop?
I guess you should just take it to the repairs.
Yeah, they have to dry it.
Yeah, just dry it. Yeah.
High probability that you probably tried to power it while there was still water on it,
and it was short-circuited.
and then it probably shorted. So, yeah. But for about the internet bit, yeah, computers definitely use more data than mobile phones. Set it to a metered connection if you're using Windows 10. Or does anybody have anything else to add? Yeah, so set it to a metered connection. You can do that in Windows 10. If you want to know how, just Google it. Hello, Raphael.
Hi, good evening.
Good evening. Welcome to the show.
Thank you. I tuned in very late, but I heard the part when you mentioned the VPN going around maybe a content that is not permitted in your country.
Right.
Yeah. So I do buy a lot of stock images, and there are some stock sites that do not allow you to purchase from Ghana. Would the VPN work for such sites? And I would be grateful if you can, revisit it if I was late.
Sure, no problem. We'll do that.
All right. Thank you so much.
You're welcome. So that was Raphael. Raphael wants to know if VPNs can help him buy content from, sites that are limited to certain geographical locations. Yes, VPNs can help you do that. Have you ever bought anything from a different website?
Yeah, sure. Actually, when you visit these fraud boys, they will actually show you very well how to use this VPN. It's so simple for them. They've been using it all the time, and it's so successful. It can even beat Apple. Let Apple know as if maybe the person is in the US while he's in Ghana.
That's
true. Well, he has a point.
I agree with his point, but that's not what the person wants to know. The person wants to know whether he can buy stock images from, like a website, say Shutterstock.
Yeah, meaning it's possible.
Yes,
if
it
Apple,
is possible.
If Apple can be betrayed, how much more that?
Okay.
It is. What happens is your location is actually not given.
Yes.
Your actual location. So you could be in Ghana and then your IP address could be Serbia.
Yeah.
So it means that the transaction going online, it doesn't look for your physical location. It looks for your virtual location. So whatever your VPN presents to the server is what it will respond to.
Great. And also, there's actually something
also, let me add something.
Okay, sure.
When he's using the VPN, he should make sure that he changes the time to the VPN time zone.
Okay. Yeah.
Okay. And should disable RTC or whatever you call it. The websites use that to identify the machine very well.
Okay. So that's advice from a hacker, ethical hacker. Yeah. So okay, so VPNs too. You can actually get what do you call it? Tickets. So like you're trying to buy a plane ticket, you can actually get discounts based on your location.
Yes.
So if you use a VPN, next time you're traveling, use a VPN and try a different country. You might be able to get a discount. So we've got a caller on the line. Hello, Philip. Hello, Philip. Oh, sorry, we lost Philip. Philip, if you're there, you can call back. So someone says, my guys, I got a broken screen and had it changed on my iPhone 5S. Days after I fell into water and after I was flashed, the fingerprint has stopped working. What do you advise? Typical Touch ID death.
Yeah.
Anytime you replace an iPhone screen, there's a high possibility your Touch ID will stop working. Is it a high possibility or is it a possibility that will not?
Well, some people are able to fix it. Some way, somehow.
So he should go find a good repairer. Can you recommend one?
It will be very difficult to have it fixed.
So, yeah, unfortunately, it will be very difficult to fix this Philemon Community 20 Ashibi.
I mean, it would be simple if Apple Care was here, but
Apple Care will just take it and give you a new one.
Which works.
It's a solution.
I know. So, yeah, whilst we're waiting for our next caller, back to the news. So, you know, this company that was saying that they could preserve your memory, but first they had to kill you, neck to me.
Oh, yeah. I read something random like
Gross, man.
So, I mean, that was rad. I saw this thing online. I'm thinking, okay, so when I'm like 60, I can go and back up my brain. And then, they just kill me. Well, they have to kill you. It's 100% fatal.
Okay.
Yeah, you will not survive the procedure.
Good stuff.
So what you have to actually know that, I'm about to die. And then go there and be like, yo, so I'm dying. I want you guys to preserve my synapses so I can maybe get this.
Spikey, did you watch that movie, Transcendence?
Yeah. Yeah.
It's as if they are just copying the movie.
Well, they're actually bringing the movie to reality.
Yeah, I mean.
But they were tied to the MIT.
Oh, okay.
And MIT says, we don't want to have anything to do with you guys because you have to kill people.
Yeah.
So, hi geeks, please, I want to play FIFA 18 on my computer. Please, can you explain the underlying system requirements for me? RAM 8 gig system memory, GPU RAM 16 gig, 1 gig video memory. Okay, so that's the minimum system requirement. So if your computer has 8 gigs of RAM and 1 gig GPU RAM, those are two different things.
Yeah.
You need a dedicated video card, like a NVIDIA powered or AMD powered video card. Without that, you'll be using your Intel, which is usually 128 megs max. We've got another caller on the line. Hello, Kweku.
Okay, I'm back again. You see, I didn't get a response back for what else I called.
For which one?
I'm using a Windows 10 sort of PC, and when I use my phone as a hotspot, it runs faster than when I'm using it. I want you to give me a clear explanation. So what do I do? What's the way forward for me? Should I continue using, because when I use my phone as a hotspot, I really get it easy. It runs faster. I get whatever I want on my laptop.
Yeah.
But when I'm using my phone, it's kind of slow. So I want to disparage between the two. So
Okay.
Please.
So the solution to this really is that you have to, the reason why your computer is chewing the data faster is because you probably have some updates running in the background. You may have uTorrents installed and you probably don't know which you are probably seeding or downloading torrents. Almost every application on your computer is trying to get updates. It's like they are drug. The moment they see internet, they gobble it up. But then Windows 10 has a feature that allows you to set your current connection as a metered connection. Metered connection means that you are being billed per amount of data that you're using. So when you do that, certain updates and certain connections that happen in the background are not actually allowed to work on metered connections. So then your data will not be consumed a lot.
If I can add something, you should understand that the phone is different from a computer.
Yeah.
The operating system on a phone is vastly minimal as compared to that of a computer. Now, when you open a small web browser, the amount of data it consumes is way bigger than the amount of data a phone would consume. So obviously, doing the comparison, doing the math, the PC will obviously drag a lot of data. Now, you see us just clicking a browser and opening Google, but there are certain things the Windows operating system would need to verify using data before it opens a single page for you as compared to a browser, which is minimalistic. So looking at the size of the phone and looking at the size of a computer, the operating system on these two are totally different. So the consumptions are obviously going to be high.
Yeah. So, I hope we answered your question this time.
Let me come in also.
Yeah.
Well, if I understand the question very, very well.
Pause. We've got a caller. Hello, Carpenter.
Yes, hello. Good
Hi,
evening.
good evening.
Okay, please. I want to find out, the guy who does my designs for me told me to buy a laptop so that he could use for his designs and all that. So he made me buy a Dell GeForce GTS for 17. And when I the properties of the
I can barely hear you. If you could please speak up a bit.
Okay, so I'm saying that when I open the properties of like the PC,
right?
The 10 Pro, processor is Intel R Core 2.6 GHz to 2.6 something. Then the installed memory is 16 gigabytes.
Okay.
And the system type is 64-bit operating system times 64-bit processor.
Right.
I mean, with a whole lot of things.
Yeah.
What I do with this machine, is it good to do a lot of things than just graphic design and maybe do video editing and all that?
Yeah, I mean, once it has a GeForce powered graphics card, it definitely can do some video editing. Yeah.
Can I upgrade this machine if there's anything I have to do? I mean, is the installed memory okay? 16 gig?
16 gig is fine, but if you want to push it further, you can go all the way to 32, but 16 gig, trust me, it's fine.
Okay.
Ask him something.
Sure.
If you really are interested in a lot of graphics and you want to do a lot of things, I think you should get a desktop and find a big dedicated graphic cards into it.
I mean, I cannot go places with my desktop. I mean, you are moving around and all that.
Well,
So
the laptop, with the specs you've mentioned, is actually very fine. It sounds,
good.
yeah, it's pretty good.
And a little thing about the upgrade, you should also consider every motherboard has a maximum memory limit it can take. So if your motherboard will allow for a 32 or 64 expansion, why not? But if it has its limits, that's as far as you can go.
Yeah, 32. I think 32 will be the maximum. Like, if you want to go, you should go. Or, I mean, but the 16 is more or less.
It's fairly okay.
It's fairly
One
okay.
more thing. If for video editing, having a dedicated video graphics card, it's very, very important. It makes exporting of videos so much easier. So if your laptop does have it, then you're good to go.
Oh, okay. So can I speak to somebody else? Please?
We'll drop our social media handles after the show so you can get in touch with us on social media.
Oh, okay.
All right.
I'm not Twitter and all that. It's just Facebook.
Don't worry, we're all on Facebook too, right? So we'll catch you on there.
Nice one, guys.
All right, thank you for calling. So, Geek Squad is brought to you by Safe Doctor. The Safe Doctor app in your pocket. Imagine you had a doctor in your pocket. Wherever you're going, you start coughing, you just take your doctor out of your pocket and you look at him, you're like, hey, I'm coughing, look at me. What can you say is wrong with me? But this app, it comes close to that. You know, it's not really like the way I'm imagining it, but it comes close to that. So I'll tell you about Safe Doctor. Safe Doctor app is a telemedicine app that allows you to consult with a doctor of your choice anytime, anywhere, any place you're using your smartphone. Safe Doctor brings together doctors, hospitals, pharmacies, laboratories, and other healthcare services all on your phone. You can have real-time video consultation, with a qualified doctor and receive lab requests and prescriptions to partner labs and pharmacies. Those of you who don't like going to the hospital, this will actually be good for you. This provides convenience, savings in time and cost, and makes you the center of care. So you see, you don't have to go to the hospital, stay at home, pick up your phone, hit up your doctor, and yes, Charlie, Safe Doctor is dope. Safe Doctor app also gives you access to a well-researched library of current medical issues, offers tips on first aid, and access to our medical chat room. Your medical records are also available on your phone in the event of an emergency, which is good. So you don't get to the hospital and they don't know that, you are allergic to this drug. Charlie dope. Reach Safe Doctor on 0302 909 746, 055 832 4704, or visit softedgelimited.com. The Facebook handle is SafeDoctorGH. The doctor, I always have to remind you, is a K, not a C. Safe Doctor, DOKTORGH. For more details, download Safe Doctor app now from the Google Play Store and take control of your health. Safe Doctor, the future of better medical care. You like that?
I like it.
This is really cool.
This is far better.
But this is really cool because
I know, right?
A friend of mine, anytime she puts in whatever she's feeling, and WebMD is like, you're about to die.
Oh, Charlie.
Like the diagnosis.
Hello, Eric. Hello.
Yeah, hello.
Hi, Eric. Welcome to the show.
Thank you.
Oh, we lost Eric there.
Too bad.
So there's a question from Facebook. How can I add... No, we've already answered this. There's another one. What's the best way to solve blue screen of death on my Windows 10? BSOD. Yeah, there's a problem. Google the error that it comes with.
Yeah.
That's the best way to... I mean, Google what would I ever do without you? Google solves a lot of problems.
It does.
Yeah.
The thing is, if you don't understand what Google says, then you have to reach out to your IT guy's IT guy.
Yeah.
And that in this case is the Geek Squad. So you can join us on the Geek Squad Telegram app. There's a lot of geeks out there. Pandora's Box. I met him there. I've never seen Pandora's Box before, but he's in our group, our Telegram group. There's Kukwana there. There's me there. There's people I can tell you I hold in high regard, and they have a plethora of knowledge when it comes to technology. Like they're dope. Yeah, that's the key word, dope. And they solve your problems. Anytime you ask them a question, they're always ready to answer. Even my producer, who download geek, he's also there. You know, yeah, he can solve all the unsolvable technical problems because he's an analog geek.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
That's
the guy who actually did that VR. What do you call it? VAR. Visual assisted referee, the one they looked in the calabash. It was him.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
powerful.
If you ever have a dispute about something, this guy can look in the
out.
calabash. You sort you out.
Coded language.
That's cool. Yeah, bro.
Straight.
That's good, bro.
This is coded.
Straight. Like this guy, crazy. So more questions. You see, we've been teaching people how to do bad things, teaching them how to bypass passwords, and now we're getting whipped for that.
Well, let me come in.
Wait. This guy says, hi, worried about the way you guys are teaching people how to bypass the password and delete it. Even fingerprints. It means anybody, including thieves who know how to do this, can take your phone and have access to your content. One good thing about losing a password-protected phone is that the next user has to flash it to clear everything on it, so you aren't worried about someone seeing your content. Now, it's not the case. Stephen from Clagon. Stephen, that's very true. But most of the time, these things happen because the knowledge is actually free on Google. We have a caller on the line. Hello, Derek.
Hello, good evening.
Good evening, Derek.
Yes, I want to know how one can make money from blogging.
Okay, so we'll answer that in a short while.
Right.
Thank you for calling. So, Derek wants to know how to... We have got another caller on the line. Hello, Eric.
Yeah, hello.
Hi, welcome to the show.
Thank you. I think I called earlier, the line went off.
Okay.
There were two things I wanted to clarify.
Right.
One had to do with the guy who comments using his hotspot to the hotspot.
Yeah, sure.
I think to look at. Usually when you connect your phone as hotspot, the internet function, the speed of the internet. The speed on his phone also faster the same way it is on his laptop. Okay. And then the second one is, how do I set my browser to VPN? What are the steps to take to set it to VPN? Thank you.
Right. You're welcome. Thank you, Eric, for calling. So before we answer those questions, hi Spiky, please can you explain the difference between darknet and dark web? And apart from Tor, what other hardware and software can we use to get on there? Bunch from Kaswa. I know Bunch. Quick one answer, that's your question.
Well, it seems both the what is it?
The dark web and the darknet.
What he's saying are all the same, but we have the deep web also. So those two tally against the deep web. Yeah.
So what's the difference between the darknet, the deep web? Like, what's the difference?
As we all know, we are just browsing about, say, 20 to 30% of the internet.
Pause. We've got another caller on the line. Hello, Ben.
Hello.
Hi, Ben. Welcome to the show.
Hi. I've been listening. I've been enjoying. I'm interested in learning about these games, and I want to be this computer literate. Like, want to know it, like which courses can I offer and all this, and to be like a ethical hacker and all this and other stuff. So.
Right. Thank you for listening in, and yeah, we'll answer that question in a short while. So, quick one, as you were saying.
Like I was saying, the dark web, as he wanted to know, it's just where the hackers team around, do a lot of things. That's the bad side of the internet.
Yeah.
And also, we all know, maybe if, let's say, the whole internet, the internet that is indexed, is just about 40% or 30%, maybe less.
Yeah.
Yeah. So the deep web and the dark web, carry the rest of the 70 or 60% of the whole internet. Yep.
Okay. So deep web basically is the rest of the web that we don't have access to. So the person wants to know, how does he get there? You know, which Trotro station do you go to and say, well, me call deep web?
The Tor browser, as he said,
he saw.
And you know, the Onion site, they are Onion sites. So any other thing that can open an Onion site is possible too.
So what example?
I wouldn't give. The best is just the Tor.
Okay. Thank you. Good evening, please. I'm using Samsung S7 currently. I'm having a problem with my internet connection. Though I'm able to access my WhatsApp, but Facebook and apps can't be accessed. Anytime I try opening the Facebook app, I get the message, can't connect. Please, what do I do? Sounds like a wrong APN issue. I know sometimes when there's some APNs, I don't know why the mobile networks still do that. They send you APNs that are for WAP. And we're in the days where, you know, apps can't even connect through 2G. And they're giving us WAP. I mean, really. So I would ask you to check your APN and then make sure that it's the fastest that your ISP is providing or your telco is providing. Any other one? Anybody want to contribute some more?
When you go to the phone settings, you go to mobile networks. You know, sometimes by default it is set to 2G and 3G, but you can set it to LTE or to connect or 4G. And then that will speed up the internet for you.
If you're listening, that's what you should do. And then the questions. The first one was asking how he could get VPN in his browser. So, any of you want to take that?
A VPN in a browser, for instance, Mozilla, it's a third-party extension. I mean, if you see, we get torn between helping people out and then being teaching bad stuff. But I mean,
VPN is a good thing.
To mention a few, Anonymous in Mozilla, it's fine. Hot VPN also in Mozilla
goes to VPN.
Yes, and then when it comes to Google Chrome, you can have UltraSafe.
UltraSafe, great one. So I remember UltraSafe, the days of UltraSafe. When companies were blocking Facebook, UltraSafe was our rescue. So someone's also asking, Geek Squad, can I build a phone just as people build desktops?
You actually can.
Yes, you actually can. Go to China.
It's actually pretty cheap, actually.
Like, I mean, we all know the cost of... There's this phone manufacturer that sells phones very expensive. Someone actually went to China and built a phone in China for like a fragment of the price.
Very tiny.
Very tiny
like
fragment. A tenth of the actual price. So we have been accused of running, certain brands. So... no mention of other brands, please. I'm looking at you, Gukwana. You're the culprit. So just Google it. You'll find out how to get the parts, put them together. Maybe you might not have actually, unless maybe you want to upgrade the ROM and replace the actual onboard storage. I think that would be more expensive.
So Spikey, is RLG still alive?
Please, how do I get rid of viruses on my phone? There's this Opera News app. I keep installing it, but it keeps installing itself. Grateful if you could assist. The app keeps reinstalling itself. Kukwana, I'm going to turn off your mic.
Please don't do.
So how does this person stop this Opera News app that keeps reinstalling itself?
Okay, a definition of a virus. I mean, I stand to be corrected, but I have a little phobia against phone viruses. So I have a problem with people installing Avast on their phones, honestly speaking, because if you look at what a virus is, it's not like a bacteria, it's a program, it's a written program. And the people who write the computer viruses, I mean, the virus is coded to attack certain specific operating system files. For instance, if it's supposed to attack a .dl or the dynamic link library file and you can't find it in the phone, how does it operate? It becomes stale. It doesn't work. So if you're asking about viruses, probably it's a malware that is it has installed itself. Now with this with the text, she said the person said it keeps reinstalling itself. It could be that installing the Opera Mini, it installed certain other applications which may reinstall the Opera afterwards. So after uninstalling the Opera, check your applications, see which ones you did not deliberately install, uninstall them, reboot your phone, and see if the Opera Mini installs itself again.
Yeah, because I mean, I had Opera on my phone, I removed it and I put it back I mean, between the time when I removed it, I didn't have it installing itself. So most likely you have some malware on your phone that's reinstalling the Opera. Kobe, what's the Safe Doctor name on the Play Store? It's Safe Doctor with a K. So Safe, S-A-F-E, and Doctor, D-O-K-T-O-R. And getting a couple when I look it up, and I can't seem to narrow down to the correct one. What's the spelling, logo? So I just gave you the spelling. The logo is actually like a phone with a doctor, the stethoscope, and then EKG. It's blue and white, and you should find it. It's quite easy. I found it. It's your okay. He's also called Kobe, doing the listening live from Minnesota. Say hi to all the Minnesotans for us. What? The last. My girlfriend connected my WhatsApp to a piece. How do I disconnect and ensure it's permanently disconnected?
That's simple.
It's very simple.
Well, that is simple.
That is simple.
You guys handle that.
Okay. Open your WhatsApp application. Look to the top right. There are 3 dots there. Kindly tap on that and then go to WhatsApp web. And then you see all the devices that have been logged on a device, and then click on log out. And that's
you can even log out of all. You should actually log out.
You should log out of all because she's probably done it on multiple machines.
Wow.
Okay, so we have a call on the line, Ben from Adenta. Hello, Ben.
Yes. Good evening, squad.
Good evening, Ben. Welcome to the show.
Okay, I use a Samsung J7. Okay, very
right.
I realized that when my battery gets to about 17%, the phone goes off. It comes on by itself. Sometimes it's like 17%. It goes off. When it comes on, it's like 26% of the battery.
Yep.
So I decided to go and buy a new battery today. But I heard one of them saying that once you reset to factory mode, everything, once you can back up and reset to factory mode, everything, maybe you install something that is causing that problem.
Don't restore the factory settings. You don't need to.
So what do I have to do?
So yeah, it's just the battery you need to replace. We need to teach about batteries. Yeah.
How to get them to last long.
Yeah. It's a bad charging cycle that's caused this. So your battery has actually forgotten what 0% feels like. So it's so it's reporting 17%.
That's a very good description.
But it's actually 0%. So when it gets to 17%, then it actually thinks, oh, I have strength, but it tries and then it dies. So you replace your battery, don't reset your phone, otherwise you lose your data.
And I think we should also do something about battery recalibration.
Yes, and then we'll also teach about how to recalibrate your battery. Yeah. Well, if you want more information, just drop us a question on the Joy FM page under the live stream. We'll come and answer it. I mean, the geeks, they are very, very generous with knowledge, aren't you guys?
Yeah.
Why that hesitation? So, we've got a final question because we have to round up. Good evening, guys. Please, I'm using Nokia. I keep seeing adverts anytime I turn on my data. How do I stop these ads from popping up? Kokwana, you answered this question.
Yeah, he should just go for a full reset, because those are adwares.
What if he doesn't want to reset? He'll lose all his data.
With adwares, they are very stubborn. Yeah, adwares are very stubborn. You can't just get them out of the phone just that way.
But going in to look for installed apps that you didn't install. There was one time someone actually called me from listening to the show and had the same problem. It was an abs app. Abs that help you build abs.
Yes.
App helping you build abs. Serving ads. I mean,
that's really dope.
That's
like a bar right there.
I should have been a rapper, man. Anyway, once we remove that app, that was it.
It's a painstaking experience, but you just have to go an app after an app. Yes, and then identify the ones you installed on yourself, and identify the ones that you didn't, and then take them off. But please do not uninstall any system apps. You may get bullets.
Oh yeah.
So, all too soon, the show's come to a close. And the biggest geek himself is here. Shout out to my boss, Kenasa. Yeah, he's a geek too. You guys don't know, but he's a geek. Yeah. So, this show has been brought to you by Safe Doctor Doctor with a K. The app now available on the Google Play Store, the future of better medical care. My name is Kobe Spikey Nkrumah, and you can find me at The Real Spikey on all social media handles. I'm here with What's your social media handle?
Well, you can see me at ewuku.org.
Okay.
Yeah.
Winston?
I guess you can find me on YouTube, Winston Watcher. You can find me on Twitter at Mr_WOTSE. You can find me on Facebook, Winston Watcher. So.
And then Pandora's Box, the positive Pandora's Box.
Yes, Nick said, and so that's my name at Facebook, Kwesi Winelands, and on Twitter at Dr. Screech.
Okay. Oof. So up next is MFA Apo with the news. She's sacking us. See ya.